Hey everybody, welcome to Cafe Disco Reviews. I'm Mike.
You're Mike.
Yeah.
With Nozama and Chad. Yep.
Quick.
So this is our movie review podcast video. So we
You alright over there?
we choose a video for each other to watch, or a movie. Sometimes it's an older movie, sometimes it's newer. Sometimes we each watch something different. It varies. Last week we all watched Captain Marvel for the first time. This time, Chad and Nozama were supposed to watch Interstellar, and I was supposed to watch Gravity. So we got a space theme this week.
Why don't you go first? Because I'm sure yours will be short, I guess. So.
Me? Okay. So, this movie, Gravity.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
George Clooney, Batman.
He had his cape on out in space, too. It was pretty cool.
Where his nipples showing?
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's got the nipple suit.
That's what makes it.
No. It was okay. I mean, it's not...
What would you give it?
Wasn't it...
Rating?
Rating-wise? Let me talk a little bit about it before I give the rating. So... The plot was basic, simple.
It's supposed to be.
I'm not big into simple plots, straightforward stuff. So that part of it was a little boring, but the script was written fairly well. A lot of the dialogue was good. It was mainly just two people, right, throughout the whole entire movie, which was a cool thing because you didn't get wrapped up in having to know a bunch of characters or getting attached to a bunch of characters that you probably weren't going to get attached to because they didn't get a lot of screen time. So I did like I liked the fact that there was mainly just Sandra Bullock and George Clooney floating in space.
Yeah.
But so the dynamic between them two I thought was good. Sandra Bullock was the best part. I think this is probably one of her best roles that I've ever seen her in.
Well, it's either her or George Clooney, so.
Well, no, I mean her performance.
Yeah.
The visuals and everything. Obviously, the visuals were good. The special effects were decent, but like I said, I think the main thing for me was her performance, and I think this is the best performance that I've seen her in.
What about Miss Congeniality?
That I can recall. Yeah, it's close second.
Okay.
But there were some things that didn't make total sense to me, like why they would send her up there in the first place.
Well, she was just going to the International Space Station, right? Or she was up there working on something.
Yeah, but why? What I don't understand is why she was chosen to. Why she was chosen to what?
What?
My bad.
Oh, it wasn't meant for me.
Nah.
Okay. All right, never mind. Go ahead, Mike.
It was like some sexual thing or something.
I think I got a message that was supposed to go to his wife.
Oh God.
It's not as bad as you would think.
Nah.
All right. So I don't even remember what was that. Thanks, Nozama.
All right.
No.
Sandra
yeah.
Bullock.
So she
was working on something.
I don't understand why she was chosen to be the one that was working on. What was it, the telescope?
Why wouldn't she be?
Was she like a doctor or something?
Most astronauts are.
Most astronauts are doctors?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Some of them are
I thought most of them were like engineers and stuff like that.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know. Okay, well, I guess my my point is, why didn't they get an engineer to go out there, not a doctor?
I guess. What kind of doctor was she? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Was she a doctor, or would they just call her doctor because she had her doctorate
I think she was
degree?
a doctor.
I mean, because you can get a doctor's degree and a PhD in engineering and be considered a doctor, even though you're not a doctor.
Yeah, that's true.
I always want to do that. Get my PhD in IT and then walk around and be like, yeah, I'm Dr. Chad.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Let me.
No. So the.
What were you saying about the sound?
Overall,
What were you saying about the sound earlier in space? Because I'm pretty sure Interstellar had the same thing.
well,
The explosions.
in sound, yeah, but you don't get any. It's been a while since I've seen Interstellar too, but Interstellar I don't think has sound
Does.
with it. It does.
When the guy tries to dock the thing when he's not supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't know what he's doing, and it like blows up. There's definitely sound there.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah, so don't bring it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I won't bring it up. But if I'm comparing, Neil deGrasse Tyson liked Interstellar. Didn't really care for gravity.
What do I care
on
about
a
Neil
scientific
deGrasse?
on a scientific basis?
I don't care about his
So
opinion.
there you go. So there you go.
Whatever.
No, it was good, but I did like when the dude died.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I didn't like it when George Clooney died.
I did.
Batman.
I liked it. But the scene where he dies was like I liked both of their performances, but that scene
Didn't he just float off in space or something? I can't
Yeah.
remember. It's been a long. I saw it when it first came out.
Yeah.
I think I saw it in theaters.
I liked both of their performances, but that scene, which should have been one of the most impactful scenes of the movie, didn't really do anything for me, because like she's all tangled up in like the cord thing.
That's what she said.
She's all tangled up in the like the tether that they're hooked to, and he's holding on, and she can't break free. And out of nowhere, like there's no discussion between him and her of him like, hey, why don't you try this or fight harder or whatever, and he just goes, you gotta let me go, or we're both gonna die. Out of nowhere. It was like so quick too. Like he had a death wish. He was like, I just want to die, so let me go. Don't fight. Don't try and save me.
Kind of like
Just
when
let me
Matthew
go.
McConaughey disattaches from
That's got
Anne Hathaway's.
yeah, but that doesn't happen like that.
It does.
There's build up
There.
there.
It falls through a wormhole.
There's build up there, but this happens like they get tangled up, and he's just like, let me go.
Because he knows, man. He's
Fucking,
smart.
I don't care.
He's smart, man. He knows.
Yeah. Overall,
The best part of that movie is her landing back on Earth. I was like, man, they're gonna kill her. She's gonna die. And I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, man,
I just shot her in the face.
yeah. Well,
That was awesome with the bazooka.
no.
No. They should have. It should have been dead all around.
No.
It should have. That's the way. That's
What's the point of watching it if everybody dies?
That has the
He
emotional.
wants that.
That has the emotional punch that you need.
He wants that.
No.
Not everybody has to die, Mike.
No, not everybody has to die, but there's a lot of scenarios where it would be better if everybody died.
What's your rating?
I'd give it a 6.
I feel like you give everything a 6.
No,
Yeah.
I give Captain Marvel a 4.
Yeah.
All right. It's our turn, Uzama.
This movie was way too damn long.
It was too long.
Listen,
Interstellar, in case anybody's wondering.
it was 1 hour too long.
Yeah, it was.
I would not be watching this film again.
I won't either.
Never. Never, because I don't have 3 hours to waste.
I'm never watching Gravity again.
How long was Gravity?
An hour and 30 some minutes.
Gosh, I could suck that up.
Have you seen Gravity?
No.
You should watch it.
Really? Really?
What? What?
Nozama said I could suck that up.
Oh, I didn't even hear him.
That's what she said.
Oh, I didn't even hear him.
Like every show, he actually does this.
Okay, so it's too long.
It's way too long.
And like the first half was just slow for me, man. Like I was trying to, I'm like, This has the same vibe as Batman versus Superman. Slow and boring. But then, like, the last half kind of picked up a little bit. Like the last 45 minutes or so was like, probably like the best part of like the whole entire film, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're not gonna like the Joker.
What do you mean?
Because the Joker's gonna be like
The Joker.
like that movie. It's gonna be a slow burn from
Listen,
the beginning, and then
I don't
you're
mind
probably
it
gonna
if
have 20. You're probably gonna have 20 minutes to a half hour of.
if
like,
it's realistic, it
I don't mind
doesn't
that.
bother
Yeah,
me.
I don't mind that.
If it's realistic,
Yeah.
this was not. This is supposed to be, well, at least what I thought, a realistic space movie. That's what I was taking it. I didn't do any research. And then when I watched it, I'm like, okay, Earth is falling apart. So his daughter's doing some crap, and then they go and they find these people out of nowhere. You're the one. We need you. Abandon your children right now, or the whole Earth is gonna die. Oh, okay. See ya. Bye, kids. I'll see you in like 70-some years. I don't even know how long it'll be. Might not ever see you again. Goodbye. Terrible father. We're not going to get into that. Terrible father. Awful.
And I agree with that.
Then goes into space, gets played like a fool, which I knew from
Yeah.
the beginning. I was like,
Yeah.
he's getting played. Plan A is not a thing. Plan B
Oh,
is
like,
what they're planning
yeah.
on.
Oh, okay. Like you knew he was gonna die.
I did think he was going to die. I was wrong about that.
Yeah.
But in my defense, he really should have died. How he lived was unrealistic. But
It's not. Okay. It's not unrealistic.
to fall through a wormhole?
It's not unrealistic because we don't know. It could be completely realistic, but we don't know what happens in those when something goes through a wormhole. We don't
Well,
fully understand what happens.
How did he? When he falls through the wormhole, and then he plays with the books, and then when he's done with that, he falls again, and you're like, okay, he should have just floated off into space and died, but instead he wakes up in a hospital. How did he get there alive?
They found him. How did
Where?
they find him? I don't know where.
He just fell on a planet and lived. Come on,
Yeah.
or he's just floating through space.
I don't think he fell on a planet and lived.
So he's just floating out there in space, ran out of oxygen years ago, and they just find him.
The whole premise is, and I should have sent you that video that I was talking about of the explanation of it because I'm not going to be able to do it justice. But in our existence, where we are right now, we live in a three-dimensional state,
Yeah, I understand that.
and you have the three-dimensional state, but you also have time, and they go together. He was outside of this of the three-dimensional state, and he was just in time, which is why it's like time was folding in on itself, which is why he was able to get.
And it just happened to line up in his daughter's bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Easy enough.
Yeah, I mean, anything could have happened, but in order to make the story interesting and to wrap it up, they had to connect it somehow.
There's a lot of plot holes here, Mike. And
There's
also,
a ton of them.
and also, I'm a fan of the happy ending. You want to joke, whatever,
Yeah.
but I'm a fan of that. But in this case, I think the movie would have been better if they had just killed him at the end.
The ending didn't make sense.
Because allowing him to come back and see his daughter that old, and that was the other thing. I mean, he's already a deadbeat dad, okay? But then he walks in,
Yeah.
hasn't seen his daughter in, in his time, it's only been a few days, I guess, but, she's old. This is sad. Very sad moment. I'm like, oh, man, this is pretty emotional, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, good. Then he's like, kisses her hand. She's like, I got my family here now. You need to go be with Bank or whatever the hell her name is. He's like, all right, see ya. I'm like, what the hell? Like, if that's my child, I'm apologizing. I'm on my hands and knees begging for forgiveness. I'm sorry I left you. I was so stupid. Like, I wish I could go back in time, blah, blah, blah. He's just like, oh, all right, I'm going to go find her. What? Stupid. Dumb. They should have just killed him, let him fall through, he dies, and then we just stop.
I agree. It could have ended around 10 minutes earlier, and probably have been better. That last section of the ending was unnecessary.
Yeah,
It really
I didn't
was.
like it at all.
So I will agree with you on that. But overall, the movie, is great.
Now, what I really would have liked, here's the perfect ending. For him to go through the wormhole, okay?
And just
And
come
then-
out, just come out of the bookcase like, hey.
I was
I'm
expecting that. I was like, man, he's inside of there. He's back in time. What if he comes through the bookcase?
Riding
he's-
a velociraptor.
No, he comes through in a spacesuit or whatever. Because we're talking unrealism now, anyway. So he comes through, and then, he's like, he's double dad. There's two dads there. So now the girl who grew up without a dad gets two dads. No homo.
Dumb.
Man,
Now this is. I know you guys think I'm a fanboy,
You are.
a Christopher Nolan fanboy.
You are.
But
Is there any film he's done that you don't like?
I haven't seen all of them, but the ones that I have seen are great.
this was not great. It was okay.
What
at
would you give it,
best.
Nozama?
Huh?
What would you give it?
What did I give Batman versus Superman again?
I don't know.
I think like a 5, I think, or 4. This one might be 6, and that's pushing it.
6.
That's pushing it for me because I was about to fall asleep like half the time, man. Plus, I spent then again I did spend half the movie arguing with
Oh
like
my
Chad.
god, you
So, yeah.
ruined it for me, man.
So,
And
yeah.
I was watching it on my phone. And I keep getting all these texts. I'm like, oh my god. I know
On
I'm
your
right. I don't need to
phone.
sit here and argue with these people. So finally, I put it on the TV and I just went full blast on you. Plus Matthew McConaughey.
We don't have to get into
We're
that.
not getting into that.
So, but maybe me like spending half the time with, arguing with like him, I might maybe like missed it maybe and everything.
No, you didn't miss anything. It was boring.
But
I would probably give it a 6 as well. Maybe a 7. But Matthew McConaughey, I like him in most of my stuff. I'm wrapping it up, Mike. I'm wrapping it up. But his voice in this drove me nuts.
I can.
He
I can see
drug
where
that
you're going.
accent out. I wish I could do it.
Don't try it.
I'm not gonna do it.
See,
All right.
what?
All right.
no.
Does it sound like him?
No.
I need to work on it. There's some people that can do really good ones.
Yeah, no.
I'm so jealous.
But see, this is.
He doesn't wear deodorant. Fun fact. He says that the BO is masculine. I'm serious. Look it up.
No, I don't think you.
I don't know how I know it, but I do.
This is. Now I haven't seen all of Christopher Nolan's movies, but the ones that I have seen. One thing about him is he's very ambitious when it comes to making a movie. He does things that a lot of people don't do. Inception, completely original. Nobody.
Inception was great.
No, and that was a big idea, and it was executed very well. This, Interstellar, he completely revitalized Batman, and The Prestige was also really good. His movies are really ambitious, and they have a lot of twists and turns to them, which is one reason why I like his directing style so much. Because I'm not big on the straightforward, point A to point B. I like the twists and turns and the stuff that makes you sit there and go, well, what the hell was that?
Yeah, but this movie right there.
This is probably his most ambitious. I would say, like, to the point where it might have been a little too much. I will give you that, but I still think it was a really good movie.
In terms of Matthew, like McConaughey, like the best acting I've seen from him was like probably like the last 20 minutes when like he was in that little weird space, trying to get them to stay like in that little part. That was probably one starting from that point. I actually loved the film to the end, just like that. Acting from him was great.
Mm-hmm.
It really was. Then the ending kind of killed it, but yeah. But for me to like 20, 25 minutes of like a 3-hour film, that's not much.
Yeah, so I think who's picking for who? You're picking for me. I'm picking for Nozama. Nozama picking for you. Nozama, make him watch Endgame because I think I'm gonna have it.
Endgame. You gonna watch it?
Okay.
It's not bad.
Nozama, you're watching the Lego Batman.
Really?
Yes.
Of all the movies.
Yes.
It is really.
What
good.
am I watching?
It is really good. What are you?
Come on, man.
What's another Christopher Nolan movie I can make you watch? No, I won't do that to you. Okay, this one's gonna be a little different. Remember Me.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
No.
Robert Pattinson.
Great.
It's a drama.
Probably gay.
It's a drama with a little romantic spin, but it's done very well, and it has a storyline that is.
You know what? I'm gonna watch it too.
The storyline that wraps up great.
All
You'll
right.
probably hate it.
I'm gonna watch it too. I'm gonna see that one too, just to see, because I've never seen him outside of like Twilight. So yeah.
Yeah, and his performance in that is great.
Twilight?
No,
I was about to
this
say.
movie. I don't like Twilight. I
Exactly.
didn't like him in Twilight. I didn't like anybody in Twilight really.
Exactly.
But this movie shows off that he is a good actor, along with anything that's not Twilight.
All right. Was that it?
That's it.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for
See
watching.
ya. Bye.
Subscribe, comment, subscribe. If you want us to watch a movie that you think we might not have watched, like an obscure film, email us cafediscopodcast@gmail.com.
Deuces.